All right, LedgerX. This is how to trade Ethereum options, call options, put options. I'll compare with Bitcoin. There's a couple differences, and how to withdraw, and you can buy coins here too. I'll cover a few things. So you go to my dashboard, and you can see Bitcoin here, but now they've added Ethereum. It's relatively new. I'm on the options screen, and you can see this is the call option side, and this is the put option side. And say you want to buy, this is the strike here, say you want to strike at 5,000, so you would select this one. So that's a 5,000 strike Ethereum call option. And so with Ethereum, the contracts are 10 contracts is a call option on 1 ETH. So this is different from from Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is 100. So if you're trying to buy the call option, then you can buy it here. If you want to sell a call option, you sell it here. So this is buy to open or sell to open, because I have no contracts. And you can see the prices here. So it takes 10 contracts to get to the price that's listed in the bid-ask spread here. So yeah, 10 contracts is 1 ETH. And for instance here, I have a couple of puts on here, and so you can see that I have 2 here. So say if I wanted to sell those 2 contracts, I bought them to open, now I can just sell them, and that's how you sell them. You just sell to close. And so if you want to buy ETH coins instead of options contracts, then you just come to the buy sell screen, and you have to buy them via contracts, but it's the same thing. It takes 10 contracts to buy 1 ETH, and this is the price for 10 contracts. So you can buy 1/10 of a coin. And then to deposit or withdraw, if you're depositing dollars, you have to do a bank wire. So you have to open the wire here on LedgerX, and then you have to go take that information to your bank and open the wire on the bank end. Also, you have to talk to both sides, and that's the same thing with drawing. You have to do a bank wire. It's usually like $20 fee. For Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can just withdraw it to your wallet, just like any crypto transaction. And then comparing, oh yeah, they're gonna do futures. I think they have Bitcoin futures already. I don't trade the futures, but in terms of the spreads, like ETH is pretty new, and if you look at the bid-ask spreads, they're not terrible. Sometimes you see spreads that are like really bad, like this is pretty bad, like 1,000 to 1,500, where you have no idea like what kind of price you could get on this contract. But these actually, the spreads the last time I was in here looked really bad. They don't look as bad this time. The spreads on the Bitcoin trading is better. So if we look at Bitcoin, yeah, some of these spreads are not that good either. So if you find contracts with tighter spreads like this, that's a lot easier to trade. Like this is November 26th, so that's expiring pretty soon. But if you go out and do like some kind of leap calls, what do they have? The end of December. The spreads are not so bad. It's pretty good. The spreads are getting tighter. There's more people trading them. That's why. Like when there wasn't a lot of people trading on here, then the spreads could be pretty bad. And then this is Bitcoin, so similar to Ethereum, you do not 1,000, 100 is 1 Bitcoin, and you can see the price there. And that was whatever one I clicked on here, 40,000 November. And then it will automatically put in whatever the bid was, I guess, for you, but you have to like probably go up closer to the ask to actually get it filled. And then these trade 24 hours a day. So like if you put in an offer and forget about it and like go to sleep, like it doesn't end at the end of the trading day or whatever. Like the price will move around and someone will trade your contracts, and then you might get like a surprise and buy some contracts while you're sleeping or something like that. So they trade 24 hours if you leave them open. You know, they don't close at the end of the day. And then, you know, they're mini contracts. This is the only site I think that does mini contracts. So, I mean, you know, like if you're talking about getting a leap call on Bitcoin, like that would be monstrously expensive. Like if you want to do some like 100 strike or something like that, you know, it's up in the thousands of dollars if you're going to do a contract like that. But you know, they're mini, so you can do a contract on 0.01 Bitcoin. Like one contract is just 1/100th of a Bitcoin, and they're just in the hundreds of dollars. And if you do short-term ones, they'll be, you know, in the tens of dollars. So the mini contracts are pretty cool. They're good price increments. If the price is too low, the fee is actually going to factor in. That's like a similar problem if you're trading, you know, like penny stocks or something like that. If you're trying to do options on penny stocks, the contracts are so cheap that the fee is like a burden. But yeah, anyway, that's a rundown of LedgerX. They've changed the interface a little bit, and they have ETH and the Bitcoin futures. This is something similar to like the BITO ETF. I don't think it is the BITO ETF, but the futures contracts are not related. They're not related to the actual coins. Like futures contracts are a complete like side bet that just trades around the price of Bitcoin. And so I don't trade futures, but they do have Bitcoin futures. They're gonna have Ethereum futures if you're interested in future trading. And that's most of the interface. Yeah, and it's just a little tricky on like what you're actually paying for. But like the price here isn't the price of 1. It's the price of 10 in the case of Ethereum, which is confusing. But you can see here what you're buying. The premium is what you're actually paying. And same thing with Bitcoin. You know, it would be 100 of them is actually that price. And that's for 1 Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. So anyway, that is how to trade Ethereum, you know, and Bitcoin, call options and put options. And I think I've covered everything. I don't know, just like general option strategy. I don't have like a trading chart open. But in order for the option to be worth anything when it expires, it has to be above the strike price. But if you're just trading the options, you can buy an option that has 3 months on it. It can go up this month, and then you just sell the contract, and you don't ever have to worry about the underlying coins. So like if it's a call option, then you can buy coins at the price. You're buying a contract that allows you to buy coins at a certain price. And if it's a put option, it allows you to sell the coins at a certain price, which means that the other person is going to get assigned. The person that sold the contract is going to get assigned those coins. Whereas with a call, the other person is going to sell you those coins. So it's a contract for them to sell you actual Bitcoin. But generally, most contracts don't get executed like that. Usually the contract just gets sold to close. So anyway, that is not investment advice, and happy trading with LedgerX Ethereum call options.